Microsoft turned into Microslop. Here we are at Windows 11, wait. Let's go back into the past when Microsoft began their journey. Alright, right here in 1986, this is when Microsoft first began with American employees. When they came out is what was mainly MS-DOS, that is around the mid-1980s, then right around 1990, that is when they came out with Microsoft Windows 3.1. Then as we progressed into 95, that is when Windows 95 came out. When Windows 98 came out in 1998, then 1999 Windows 98 SE, that operating system was unkillable back then. Then the year 2000, that is when Windows 2000, which everybody back then was worried about the W2K bug or virus. Nothing happened, no system was infected back then. Now in today's date, January 14, 2026, it can get a virus. Back on the story. Windows 2000 was okay, but it had a few hiccups where it would freeze if not fry your computer or cook you alive, because back then there was no safety protocols then. Right around 2002 Windows ME came out, that had major hiccups. This is where their downfall started. Then we had Windows NT and NT 4.1. When Windows XP, XP Pro, and so forth came out when I was in middle school then. Windows XP was great, very few freeze-ups, then they came out in 2007, Windows Vista, that OS was a mistake, but right around the XP era, that is when the Microsoft scammers came along, 2 to 4 years later when XP was released. Microsoft Vista had major hiccups in 2007, then Windows 7 came out, Microsoft fixed many of the problems then. Then right around late 2008 then Windows 8 came out, 2009 Windows 8.1, you see the pattern? Then 2010 Windows 10 was released, that is system still works today but no longer supported but Microsoft because right around April or earlier they pulled the plug, around in 2025. Now we are in 2025 into 2026, they wanted everyone to upgrade to Windows 11, Windows 11 is the worst OS and still as of today. Windows 11 I will use until they pull the plug on it when Windows 12 comes out with AI full control. That is another mistake, AI makes wrong moves, but those moves are programmed in to spy on you. Everybody who is using Windows was in uproar in 2026 when every single soul discovered that Microsoft was spying on you with their own bloatware, aka RATS, remote access trojans. This is how Microsoft got its new name, Microslop, or Microdix. They have screwed themselves on this discovery, especially with AI, artificial intelligence. Automation is great, yes, if you value every life form on Earth, but the people who were building the AI or the machine, knew in their own heads, it was a bad idea. Microsoft former employees went to Linux distros or Mac/Apple because they actually care about privacy. In turn that is what Microslop, Microdix, Microsoft, is violating in the United States of America. How do I know that some of those employees went to Mac or Linux? Well, if you had something private and you want it kept that way, there is a reason beyond it or many for various reasons. Some are crimes that police want to hush up. But since every soul discovered of what Microsoft's true intentions are, full AI tyranny, control, and Big Brother, every soul will rise against the machine. Microsoft, Microslop, Microdix, they have dug their own graves on this notion. Even God can see the rise of a false god, let him strike down that abomination straight to hell. Microsoft has screwed up, that is their fault, including Bill Gates, who was an impersonator of many, fake programmer. When confronted he didn't know the beginning line for a title of a program for C++, C++. Yes, Bill Gates, your so-called Microsoft or Microslop or Microdix empire will fall, and you will fail at every chance you are given by God, and you will not recover from it for all eternity and beyond time. There are no second chances with the American people. You screwed up on XP, you screwed up when you wanted AI to control of what you want to do with every single computer out there. Linux and Apple, Macintosh, will prevail and let death come upon Microsoft, aka Microslop or Microdix. This is a true story, and now everyone on planet Earth will know the truth if what Microsoft's true intentions are. Linux forever or Macintosh, Apple, forever. Microsoft, Bill Gates, people have asked you what is an extension for partition. Dumbass you are. E.x.t.4 is a partition that is much more secure than Windows security combined. Microsoft, you have failed at every turn, you didn't improve, you exploited and possibly doxed every single soul on Earth. That also includes Bill Gates too. But after Microsoft decided to outsource, that is when the Indian scammers came along, and that was the Windows XP era. Death will come for you, Microsoft, Bill Gates, you have screwed everyone on planet Earth. God will judge you and send you straight to hell and make sure you never rise again. Ever. And Microslop was taking over this computer to stop what I was doing. Was tell the truth will always prevail, and no matter what you do, Microslop. Hashtag cancel Microsoft, hashtag boycott Microsoft, hashtag boycott Microslop, hashtag boycott Microdix. Use these tags on X or anywhere else that supports the hashtag.